My beloved, Christ is among us. My beloved, in the gospel of today, we see a lawyer came to Jesus to put him in test. So he wanted to trap Jesus. Why we are saying this? The lawyers during that time, there were the well-educated Jews who studied the law, who studied the Old Testament. So when he is coming to Jesus to ask him, there must be a reason. He came to him and said, "What do I do to inherit the eternal life?" Jesus said to him, knowing what he is saying, he said to him, "What do you read? How do you read the law?" He said, "Love God from all your heart, your mind, your soul, and love your neighbor as yourself." He said to him, "That's right what you said. Do that, go ahead." Then the trap was in the second question, who is your neighbor? He wanted Jesus to say something against the old tradition. It was his aim to let him fall and say something against the law. You know, Jesus gave him the parable which is described by all the scholars of the New Testament as one of the most important lessons that Jesus gave us when he came and dwelt among us. He gave us the parable of the Good Samaritan. In Arabic, we always call him as-Samiriyyu Salih. Sometimes we use another translation, which is, I like it more, as-Samiriyyu Shafuq. Compassionate Samaritan. We call it sometimes. We see that that man who fell among the thieves and they beat him, they stripped him. He was in a very miserable situation. The first who passed was the priest. You know the priest, of course. The one who fell among the thieves was a Jew. You know how do they know themselves? From their clothing. So, the Samaritan is considered the Jews' enemy. Samaria and the people of Samaria are the Samaritans, السامريون. هم فئة من اليهود. They are a group of Jews who believe in the Torah only. They believe in the first 5 books of the Old Testament. They don't believe in the rest of the Old Testament. They still living till the moment. In the region of Nablus, in the region of Nablus, which was the name, the last name of it before it was Samaria. So they were living there. and they are considered the smallest religious group in the world. They are like hundreds now, in the moment. So they are enemies, so the Jews never treat any other who is not a Jew. So the priest, which is supposed to take care of him because he is his priest, he passed. He left him. And he passed away, passed by. So the second is Levite. Levite is from, all the Levite people should become, most of them become. It is one of the Jewish true, which becomes, they inherit the priesthood. So priest comes from them only. So I cannot, if I'm not from the Levite, I cannot be a priest. Or Hacham, as they call it in Hebrew. So I cannot be a Hacham if I'm not from this country, from this tribe. Now, when the Samaritan saw him, he had compassion. He came to him and put oil and wine on his wounds. He put him on his beast, on his donkey, on his mule, and he took him to an inn. And he took care of him there. In the morning, he gave 2 denarii to the innkeeper to take care of him when he is not there. Can you see more love than that? We take care of our own. We should take care of our neighbors. There is no more beautiful in humanity when we see the others as we see ourselves. You see that Jesus came to the world and taught us something which is not in the world. He taught us love. Love is not from this world. Jesus brought him to the world and he taught us to love each other. So this is a secret of the Christian life. At the end of the bridge, we will get our salvation. We are not saved as Christians if we don't love our neighbor. You see the greatness of the lesson which was given by Jesus to us. Let's think about it and remember it all the time.